Hello, everyone. Welcome to another middle of the week. I hope you're doing great in this month of May. My name is Michael Halfhill. I'm the lead pastor at the Piedmont Park Seventh-day Adventist Church, and I wanted to share a thought with you today that I discovered in the book of 1 Corinthians, and it's about how we can believe, why we can believe. There are so many people that are looking for reasons to believe in our world today, and some struggling to find anything to believe in. And I want you to listen to what the Apostle Paul writes here in 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 9. He says, "For I think that God has displayed us, the apostles, last, as men condemned to death, for we have been made a spectacle to the world, both to angels and to men." It's a fascinating thought that Paul writes here, but very true. One of the best reasons that we can believe in the gospel story is because of the apostles. Not because they did a stellar job when Jesus was on the world, but because of what they did after Jesus died and rose again. These guys who were always bickering as to who was going to be the best, and they were trying to follow Jesus, but they made mistakes. Then after Jesus died and after he rose again, as they claimed, these guys were just changed men. And they took this gospel message of a risen Savior to everyone. It took them a while to figure out they were supposed to take it to the Gentiles, but eventually they took it everywhere. And these guys did it, as Paul says, God holding them up kind of like a spectacle. Look at these guys who were kind of a mess before, and now look at them. And look at their lives. These guys, they didn't live to be ripe old age. They didn't live to be grandpas. They were killed for their faith. And that to me is very powerful, because if they were lying about Jesus being resurrected, and then it came time for them to die because of it, certainly one of them would have said, whoa, we were just teasing, we were just fooling. I would like to leave my head on my shoulders. Don't kill me. But they didn't. They all went to their death. Some lost their heads, some were crucified, others, one of them is rumored to have his skin flayed off. Just horrible deaths they went to. Now, those aren't really talked about in the Bible. They're talked about in tradition that we have from the early church writers. But think about that. These guys were willing to die for this message. That's how important it was to them. And Paul says that God has held them up as a spectacle. For us, here we are 2,000 years ago, looking at the evidence of their life, saying, maybe there's something to this story. And not just to us. Paul says that we're an evidence to the angels as well, who are looking at this and seeing what God can do with humans who believe in him. So just a powerful verse. I wanted to share it with you, give you a chance to read it through there and just ponder it. Think about it. Let God speak to you from his wonderful word. Well, friends, I hope you'll have a great rest of your week. I hope you'll join us for worship this coming Saturday here at the Piedmont Park Seventh-day Adventist Church as we celebrate Memorial Day here. And we spend some time not only remembering the wonderful sacrifice that Jesus made for all of us to be saved, but remembering the sacrifice of our brave men and women who have served our country down through the years and paid the ultimate sacrifice as well. So friends, I hope you'll join us in person, or you can join us online. We have our Bible study time at 9:30, and our worship time starts at 11. We'd love to have you with us. Take care, everyone, and let's take care of everyone.